Hey guys, Jesse here, and welcome back to my Young Justice reaction series. Today we're moving on to Season 3, Episode 2. So, on the last episode, we had our introductory episode to Season 3, so it was mostly just a recap of everything that had happened in between Season 2 and Season 3, where all of our characters were, and the introduction of some new characters, mainly Black Lightning in this episode, and he is introduced by accidentally killing a 14-year-old child. So, yay. We also caught up with all the members of the team and where they are at the moment. Dick is on his own, kind of doing a solo hero career. Connor and Megan got engaged. Aqualad is the leader of the Justice League now. Wally is still dead. And half the Justice League have now left the Justice League because there's too much oversight by the government, specifically Lex Luthor, making their jobs more difficult. There was also a murder of the king and queen of a foreign nation right when they were starting to take in refugees, and now there's like a power vacuum there. But specifically, they were murdered by metahumans, but we don't know if that like is a red herring and it's like a metahuman issue, or if it is like a national issue and it just happened that the deed was carried out by metahumans, or what exactly is going on there. But it seems that metahuman trafficking and also the political affairs of this random, fictional, vaguely Eastern European country are going to be the main plot starting out in the series, or the season. It was a lot of just introduction, so I'm interested to see where all of this goes in the coming episodes. But with that, let's just go ahead and jump right in.
On the Engager, if Clanulons capture our crewmates, we move heaven and earth to find them. But this year alone, over 16,000 child and teen abductions have been reported worldwide due to the illegal trafficking of men.
Why is Beast Boy
Please,
an actor?
Watch over your children.
And then why is he doing a PSA?
Welcome back. We return you live to the United Nations metahumans. The true heroes of this world will do what they must to save lives, help people, and capture criminals. Regulations or no.
Then they are not heroes, but vigilantes.
Ambassadors, please, order. The chair recognizes Ambassador Bazovi of Markovia.
Allow me to make this perfectly clear. Without prior written permission from the government, Markovia categorically forbids entry to any vigilantes or so-called heroes.
Good luck with that. Yeah, let's try to keep the people with deadly and extreme powers out of your country. And all of them have secret identities that you cannot track.
Bedlam is one of the most notorious metahuman trafficking syndicates on the planet. We now have intel that Bedlam's main base of operations is in Markovian. Artemis and I will fly commercially from Vladova to Markovia under false passports.
I like the spy subplot. The politic thing is a lot. It's a little, I'm getting prequels, flashbacks.
Not exactly a wild crowd.
Hard to feel the aster when both your parents have just been murdered. Trust me.
Do you really think the two princes could have had something to do with their own parents' deaths?
I hope not. But we shouldn't make assumptions.
Yeah, let's just talk about this in the open,
there are more
though.
promising suspects here. Dr. Helga Jace, personal physician to the royal family. There's no indication she has the training for metal work, but you never know. That's Baron Frederick DeLam, the late Queen's brother.
I'm not gonna remember any of these names.
Uncle Freddie becomes regent until Gregor.
Am I supposed to? Oh God, I'm already.
Motive for either.
God, it feels like I should have a notebook and pen.
But tomorrow, we crown their firstborn, my nephew Gregor, as our new king.
Just nu var jag DeLam regent.
You can do a lot in here.
Prince Brion?
Doctor, you recall our last conversation?
I do. But this path, This quest to activate your own metagene, is it really wise, Brion? Perhaps your safest course is to simply step aside and place your...
God, he's gonna be a villain. He's gonna become a giant lava
Has
monster.
brought us to this crossroads.
The man to speak to is Dr. Simon X. I've talked to him. He's expecting your signal.
Thank you, Doctor. That's exactly what I needed. Prince Brion, courtois. Us tualete. Capex, voyous valateos turet mano roko.
You're a bodyguard. You definitely should be going with him
Right.
everywhere. I know it's embarrassing, but someone was just like murdered 24 hours ago. If you let him just like wander wherever, you're bad at your job.
It's wired to the alarm. Bypassed.
God, Connor's come such a long way from just barrel rushing his way into every situation. Season 1, there would have been a Connor-shaped hole in the wall by now.
You okay? Okay walking into the morgue of a children's hospital? No. I don't want to see any more dead kids. Come on.
No bodies, which is good. So, this is the place using too much power?
Nah. Whatever's behind this secret door is.
Why do all bad guy facilities scream, we're the villains? It's never like nicely lit, sterile. It's always like in a dank cave.
Camera bugs in place. Nightwing, are you getting a signal?
Okay, this feels like a reference to the Grayson run. It's because the spies in that were called Spiral and all their faces were always spiraled out like that. And, you know, the outfits definitely remind me of his little spy outfit, Dick's in that run.
Did you just growl?
This place reminds me of Project Cadmus, and not in a fun way.
How would it ever have been in a fun way? Like, were there any good memories from there?
This was Mother Box.
I'm sorry.
I hear 4 heartbeats, so at least they're alive.
I think we got all the confirmation we need. Let's get these kids out of here.
Oh god, it's this fuck.
Vertigo.
That's Count Vertigo to you, peasant.
Oh god.
No, it cannot be dead.
I understand you have PTSD, but not the time.
A meta-human. Did not see that coming. Auto, fetch, or, you know, just kill them.
Does Connor count as a metahuman? It's just an alien thing, right? I guess he doesn't know the difference. That was an interesting close-up. God, there's so many dead bodies this season so far. It's only episode 2.
What was that?
Oh, she ain't dead.
Holy... Shovel faster!
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't fucked up. So is Arvis like pro-killing? So she like dead? Oh, that's Apocalyptian tech?
Okay, not bad for a dead girl. Time to go. And that is not a bicycle built for 2.
I mean, I think it's better than running.
What's your name? Why were they burying you alive? Good dog.
Keep after them!
Huh.
I need extraction.
I wonder if she's mute, like, before she was murdered, or is it like a Pet Cemetery, she came back a little wrong.
Simply making sure we're not being followed, Your Highness. Don't call me that. In Markovia, only the king and the crown prince are addressed as Your Highness. Apologies, Prince Brion.
Nightwing, come in. Signal is weak. Do you read?
Okay, so at least we know Vertigo's running Bedlam, right?
Yeah, great. Now all we have to do is live to tell someone. Go. I'll be right behind you.
Don't say that. Oh. Well, yeah, no, of course you're not right behind. Because you said you'd be right behind. That never happens. But God, imagine blacklighting death. Like, that's just a very normal, accidentally hitting a rock into shallow water death.
Do you understand? Do you speak English?
English, yes. I remember English. I understand.
Do you remember anything at all from before I found you?
Okay, she might just be
Nothing.
super concussed.
I am sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It'll be okay.
Okay.
She was probably just some poor, or like, intern. And then she was just murdered for being at the wrong place, wrong time. And now she's kind of okay. Like, she's not dead, but she's not, like, all there.
SB. Lightning. What happened? Where's SB?
They got him.
He'll be fine.
But for now, let's put him in the subject room.
I must say it's grand that a Prince of the Blood is interested in exploring his metagene potential. Why have you brought me to a morgue, Doctor, in a children's hospital?
At what point would you just dip? Like, at what point is it, oh, this dude is so evil, I'm not gonna survive this? Like, what level of shady has to exceed your want of superpowers? Because going into a children's hospital, going into a morgue, a secret door behind the morgue.
Those are metamorphosis pods. I like to think of them as cocoons, where caterpillars go to die. I was going to say, to become butterflies. Stealing sick children from a children's hospital. They're not all sick. How many children have you taken? How many have you murdered? You're upset, I understand.
They're not
But
all
allow me
sick.
to explain. No! I want no part of this! Gregor and I, we have such to...
Do you really know how your brother would react?
I order you to...
What have you done?
I thought you...
Is his brother actually behind it and not the uncle? Because I think the uncle now is a red herring and the brother is actually
I'm a doctor.
a part of it.
Our first priority is SB. I'm going in through the hospital. Tigress, Lightning, head back to Bedlam via the sewers.
Roger that.
I was following orders.
I'll confirm that, believe me. Meanwhile, do nothing.
Okay, so there's obviously a higher,
Nothing.
like, ranked person here. Not just Vertigo.
Wait, no. What are you doing? No! Stop! Vertigo, just say...
Calm down, Simon. I know what I'm doing.
Is this actually her, or is the family doctor just actually evil this entire time?
Excuse the interruption, Your Highness. But we've had an incident or three. I fear our operation may have been compromised.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's actually the brother.
What's going on?
Wonder what interesting power you're gonna get.
Stop this! Let me out!
Or do they all get lava powers?
Don't worry, my child. It is all for the best.
Oh, fucking fuck. balls. That I hate. Fuck. So that was my reaction to season 3, episode 2 of Young Justice. Royal We. Okay, they already ramped up the storytelling quite quickly in this show. Going from like an introductory episode to all of our team is separated, Connor's kidnapped, and the prince is now being forced to become a metahuman. I'm gonna guess he's not going to become a weird lava monster, and that he is going to get more traditional superpowers. What those would be, I don't know. But I think they might be able to stop it before it goes all the way and he loses himself completely into his powers and is controlled by the light. I'm just gonna assume the light's behind everything because they were already doing this last season, trying to get metahumans. This is just a larger scale, and they're actually succeeding in being able to control them. I am now under the suspicion that Brion's, I think that's the prince's name, uncle is a red herring, and the prince, like his brother, is actually the one that is helping the light traffic metahumans. Just because Brion said earlier that actually I am not your highness, only the crown prince is referred to as your highness. And even if you were acting king, you still probably wouldn't be able to, or would be referred to as your highness. Also, they have said multiple times that Brion doesn't trust his uncle, and so that just feels like it is a red herring and is leading us in the opposite direction. Obviously, it could be a different sovereign. There's a lot of evil kings and queens in this show, but it would be almost weird if it was actually this other random ruler from this neighboring country, the one that all the refugees are coming from. He's actually behind all the metahuman creation in this country. But yeah, I think there was a reason that Brion really pointed out the titles of Markovia beforehand. That was not just like a throwaway line for no reason. And I think Count Vertigo is enough of a posh bastard that he really cares about proper titling. He calls people peasants for a reason. Is he even still a lord? Did he try to kill his niece? Does he even have a title still? But yeah, I think he knows enough about, proper titling that he would call the prince your majesty and not, the crown ruler or the person in charge while the crown prince is not of age. So I just assume it's his brother. Yeah, I think this entire family is kind of fucked up. I wonder if the brother has any powers, though. Who I'm assuming is evil brother. The evil twin, Because there always has to be an evil twin. But I wonder if he has any weird mind control-y or traditionally evil powers, or whatever powers Brion's gonna get, they have the same or opposite. Because that's usually the thing in comics. If a sibling duo gets powers, either it's like a very similar power, or they have the complete opposite power, like fire and ice when twins, or they have like the exact same power. I can't think of like twins that have completely unrelated powers in comics. That is a lie, actually. The most famous twins when it comes to comics, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are like the superheroes that kind of break that rule. I'm also wondering about the sister now, because we know that she was kidnapped, or she went missing. The brother assumes it was because of the metahuman trafficking ring, because genetics, she probably had the metahuman gene. So is she gonna show up as like a mind-controlled villain? What was her name? Tara? No, not Tara. Tara. There we go. Yeah, sometime this season, I think she's gonna show up, and he is going to have to fight his mind-controlled sister and try to like bring her back. I was about to say into light, but that's not true. Away from the light, into the loving arms of the team. So another interesting aspect of this episode is that there is a new superhero, I guess, new metahuman introduction, and she has no name and no memories, and she has shield powers. I'm assuming that she actually like died and wasn't just knocked unconscious, and this isn't just a normal concussion, that she was properly dead and something brought her back. I'm assuming it was the mother box. At this point, probably the one that was destroyed in the underground facility, because apparently she was brought back to there, experimented on, died in the process, and then got brought back. So I'm assuming she has a connection to the mother box specifically because she seems to be able to talk to Sphere. And Sphere is New Genesis technology as well, and is closely related to the mother box. I'm just under the assumption that she is, in fact, if not brought back by the mother box, is somehow connected to it. Or else why would she be able to talk to Sphere? But yeah, it's interesting that we're going and delving into some more New Genesis stuff, which makes sense that if Darkseid and all that entails shows up later, that there would be a focus on New God stuff, not just Apocalyptian tech, but also New Genesis stuff. And we've seen also Apocalyptian tech. I'm pretty sure that red whip that the henchman was wielding is Apocalyptian, because I remember, I think his name was Ugly, and that crew of thieves and mercenaries was stealing Apocalyptian tech, and it looked like that. I know very little about the New God, so I'm excited to kind of delve into that kind of stuff. My knowledge of New Gods is very much cursory and just kind of names and vague ideas about like what they're about. I don't know. New God stuff is interesting and also super weird, like most things that Jack Kirby had his finger in creatively. I hope when the New Gods show up in full force that they are in the most brightly colored, most ridiculous outfits known to man. Like, don't go all muted and dark and grim with the New God. Just give Darkseid his little dress that barely covers his ass and make him bright purple. That's all I ask. So that was my reaction to Season 3, Episode 2 of Young Justice, Royal We. If you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.